Reasons we feel defeated. Other people make us feel not good enough. If someone in your life doesn't make you feel like you're good enough, ditch them. Are you feeling defeated? Has the mighty mistress of life beaten you down until you're at that point where you just don't know what to do and you're scrolling on YouTube looking for answers as to why and what and how and help? If you're feeling in a fragile mindset, I might advise that you keep scrolling, because here at LifeHack, we are done. We are so done with feeling defeated, and we're going to take our power back, and we're just going to go and kick defeat right in the... Hi everyone, and welcome to the LifeHack Show, where we help you hit your big, beautiful goals and help you live your best life. I'm your host Jade, and the goal of this video is to get you to grab a piece of pen and a paper and go, you know what, I'm done too. I am over this. I'm going to fight back. That's the goal. It's quite a different type of video, so we will see how this goes, but we are going to start this video by asking why. First up, ask why. Why are you feeling so defeated? I always love that saying where it's like, if you're given lemons, make lemonade, but my question is, why am I being given lemons when I asked for oranges? So why are you feeling so defeated? To answer that, I thought I would do a quick fire round of all like the normal reasons why we feel defeated and very efficient solutions. Again, this is going to be strange. We'll see how it goes. So let's play. Reasons we feel defeated. Other people make us feel not good enough. If someone in your life doesn't make you feel like you're good enough, ditch them. Your goal/dream seems insurmountable and it's overwhelming. Keep sharpening your beak on the diamond mountain. I will leave a thing in the description box explaining the extremely long story behind that. Societal expectations are impossible to live up to. Societal expectations are impossible to live up to. Stop wasting your time. You keep failing. Failing is good. Change your relationship with failure. Fail your way to success. Failure is good. Just can't see the future. No plans, no goals. Everything is so uncertain. You need to reground yourself and live intentionally. Reconnect with who you are and spend some time just living in the moment. It will make you feel so much better because life is uncertain. Negative mindset. We put ourselves down. Be nicer to yourself. Overwhelm. Things are getting too much and we just can't keep up. You need to have a break. You need to cancel all of your non-essential plans, all of anything that's going on in your life. Cancel it, have a day off, have a holiday. I just can't take it anymore. If you're at this point where you can't take it anymore, you need to have a break. You need to have a holiday. You just need to sit, live in the moment, and just try and make it through day by day. If you finally got to that point where you're just so done, you don't know what to do, live in the moment, try and do the best that you can. Let's move on. If you are new to the channel, welcome, but you should know that I hate repeating myself and I hate the generic way forward. So there are a lot of things that you could be doing. There's actually great advice that is in every blog post ever that you'll ever read. So I've made a little graphic for you, and these are all things that you can do every single day that will help you to feel better. And I'm doing this now because I want to get into the real nitty gritty, soul changing, like really hard stuff that you need to change in order to feel less defeated. So here's the nice, easy, polite, beautiful stuff. And now we're going to get into like the 7 ways that you can change what you do in your life to make you feel less defeated. Let's go. Number 1 is get up. Accept that you got knocked down, and you got knocked down hard, and that's okay. You can have your time to grieve, feel your feelings, and process everything. What happened hurt, and that's okay. But now it's time to get back up, because I feel like we have this idea that life is going to be a nice canal boat ride. Like picture a British summer, you're on a nice canal boat having cucumber sandwiches and drinking Pimm's, and we're like, this is what life is supposed to be. But life is a boxing match. You're supposed to get knocked in the face. You're supposed to get knocked out. That's the point of life, and you have to get back up because that is the point. The point of life is to get punched and get back up and get punched and get back up, because failure is the way we move forward. All winners get punched in the face. What has come has come. What's happened to you, it's over now. And you are here because you're done by feeling defeated about it and you want to get back up. And that all starts with accepting that you got bonked on the head. I'm sorry. Bonk. You got bonked, and it's time to get up and get moving again and actually say, you know what? No, I'm done. I'm out of this. I am going to get back up and I'm going to fight for my life, because it's my life that's on the line right now. Everything I've ever wanted is at stake, and I'm going to go and I'm gonna bonk back. Because the thing is, you are not defined by your defeats. You are defined by how you rise from the ashes and light up a room when you decide that you're coming back and you're gonna do the bonking. So it's time to take a deep, cleansing breath and write down the word change, because you are going to change and you're going to get back up and you're going to start fighting again. If you need some motivation connecting with your why and your reasons that you keep on fighting, we have a free PDF for you which is helping you find your motivation, which is actually really cute and really helpful and is linked above and next to me. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification to be notified every time you post a new video if you want to see more content like this in your feed. Now it's about to get spicy. Let's talk about personal responsibility, because we have this terrible habit and make this terrible choice to blame other people for our problems. But when we blame other people for our problems, we take the control of our life out of our hands and plonk it into the hands of someone incompetent. Let's talk about an example. Say you're working on a project with 5 people and one of them just isn't really doing the work. Who is responsible for that project's success or failure? It's you. You're responsible. If you want this project to succeed, this is on you. You can't sit and blame this one person for not doing their work, because then you take control and success potential out of your life and plonk it in the hands of this incompetent person. If you want to succeed, if you want to be happy, it starts by taking personal responsibility for everything. You're broke, that's on you. Your girlfriend just dumped you, that's on you. You have to start taking responsibility for everything that happens around you because it's your fault. Stop blaming other people and start asking yourself, what am I doing wrong and how can I be responsible for this? Let's talk about relationships. So if you're in a relationship with someone, whose responsibility in the relationship is it to make sure it's happy? 50-50, 60-40, depending on how the dynamic is. Actually, it's 100% on you to make sure that you're happy and 100% on you to make sure that they're happy. You're in charge of that. That's your job. And ideally, if that person thinks the same way, then you have 400% of happiness when you come together. Yay! Math! The buck stops and starts with you. And I know what you're thinking is like, this can be a lot of pressure. This can be very negative, very bad for the headspace if I'm constantly blaming myself for stuff. But here's the thing. It's actually incredibly freeing, because you ask yourself, how can I take responsibility for this? There's no blame, there's no shame, there's no hate, there's no, oh, you suck because this happened. You just ask yourself in a purely pragmatic way, how can I be responsible for this? And how can I do better next time to improve the situation? That is the difference between a progress and a static mindset. Taking personal responsibility is the best decision you will ever make in your life. So please do it. And I realize this is quite spicy, but it's about to get a lot worse. Perspective. The world simply doesn't revolve around you. Oh, that's so fierce. But I feel like we easily get caught into this narrative of like, what is happening to us right now is the worst thing that's ever happened to anyone in the world, and the whole universe is going to be destroyed because of it. And we're stuck in this hole looking up and we just don't know how to escape. And I feel like perspective is the way forward. Just stepping out of the situation that you're in and looking in and going, that is not as dire as it feels like inside. By stepping out and getting some perspective, it can really help chill you out. Science. So I have a couple of ways that I do this. Firstly, I ask myself, will I care about this in 5 months or even 5 years or even 5 days or 5 minutes? Will I care about what is happening right now in the future? Will I even remember it? That helps me set perspective. And the next thing I do is realize that actually I am nothing. I am the center of my world, my life, but I'm not the center of the universe. I am like a grain of sand in a constantly ever expanding universe. I am nothing. And this moment, this thing that I'm going through right now, is a photograph of a grain of sand on a massive intricate planet with billions of species that existed for millions of years and a constantly expanding universe. I'm just a photograph. Like, that is how insignificant what I'm going through and what I'm doing right now is. Now, before you go, oh my God, I'm completely insignificant. You're not. You're very important. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. But all I really want you to do is put this into perspective and realize that what is happening to you right now isn't the most important thing that's ever happened in the world. It might not even be something you'll give a floof about in like 2 years. Next up is empower yourself. You're dope. Honestly, I mean that. You're amazing. You're passionate. You're smart. You're clever. You're kind. You're compassionate. You are amazing. You're great. You're wonderful. You are sensational. You are strong. Think of all of the things that you have overcome. You've forgotten how cool you are, but you've faced so many demons, overcome so many obstacles, and you are absolutely awesome. You are an unstoppable force, and you need to remind yourself of who you are and what you've overcome, because you are not what is happening to you right now. You are an unstoppable force and you have unlimited potential. You've got this. Now go find yourself. Let go of the idea of who you should be. We often have this idea of who we should be that's been built up by what we want and society and parental expectation. And we have this idea of this perfect person that we want to be, and we add attributes to them like they're going to be perfect, they're going to be on time, they're going to be concise, all of these things. You need to let go of the idea and be more flexible with your identity, because life isn't always so black and white. And I love the fake it till you make it, like design this person that you want to be and then turn up as them every day. I love that. I think it's great. But the problem starts when you start comparing who you are to this unrealistic ideal that you have. I always say, don't compare yourself to other people because you aren't comparable. You also aren't comparable to this perfect ideal of yourself that you've made up in your head and that other people have expected of you. It's not you. You are who you are. You are who you are right now. You are not this imaginary person that you've made up that's perfect. It's like a Snapchat filter. For all of you who don't know, it's like a fake artificial filter that puts on your face and it makes you look unrealistically smooth. And it's kind of like that. You can never live up to this perfect expectation of yourself, and you need to let it go and stop comparing yourself. It's fine to be inspired by this idea, but you have to let it go. Stop complaining. So this is something I've said to my mother for a very long time, and it's something that we live by now. Don't complain unless you've got 3 solutions already lined up, ready to go. Yes, I say this to my mother. You need to stop complaining, because think of it as like a boomerang. When you throw out a complaint, bad juju goes out into the world, and then it comes back like threefold, like 5 boomerangs come back and hit you in the face. If you want good juju, by the way, gratitude. Gratitude, little boomerangs will come back and your life will be so much fuller. But you need to stop complaining, because complaining doesn't actually get you anything. And I know sometimes it can be fun and sometimes it can be stress relieving, but if you're gonna complain for fun, make sure that you have solutions in place. And if you're complaining for stress relief, you need to find a better way to blow off steam, like boxing or running or practicing gratitude or journaling. You need to find a way to stop complaining and channel all of that pressure out of yourself. Because again, throw a bad juju boomerang, bad juju boomerangs come back. You need to get into the habit of saying, well, this sucks. How can I overcome this? How can I solve this problem? This is a habit, by the way, and a habit that I actually have. And I can tell you, it is the most annoying habit to other people, because a lot of people come up to me to just complain and I'm like, oh no, that sucks. Have you considered trying this, and this? And they're just like, I just wanted to complain. And I know it's annoying because I've taught all of my sisters to do the same thing, and it's very annoying when you just want to complain. But it's so much better to live by this slightly annoying habit that actually solves all your problems and you don't need to complain. So it's a weird one, but stop complaining. Throw good boomerangs out into the world with good juju. The best thing that has ever happened to you. This is really special because when you ask most people what is the best thing that ever happened to them, they will cite things like cancer, divorce, loss, pain, hitting rock bottom, and struggle. And that is because pain and struggle often define us, and moments of crisis can be incredibly transformative. So maybe this is your time. Maybe this is your fire that is going to allow you to be reborn as a phoenix. All great things are forged in the fire, so do not let this defeat you. You are strong, you are bold, you are powerful, and you are coming. This is happening for a reason. You are struggling for a reason. You need to find that reason, and you need to keep going forward, knowing, safe in the knowledge that this is about to become amazing for you. You are going to learn something, and you are going to grow through this. Find that meaning, find that purpose, and don't give up. I think mostly from this video, I really want you to know that you're actually really awesome. And I think if you just take more responsibility for your life, if you don't already, and you find some perspective, you can actually overcome anything. And this is part of my relentlessly rhino-y mindset. And I don't feel defeated. I haven't felt defeated in a really long time because I do all of these little things that help me feel relentless and rhino-like. So when something knocks me down, and it can knock me hard, I just get back up. Because I do all of these things, and I do all the little things as well in that little PDF that I made as well. Just keep grinding, keep fighting, because you've got this. If I can do it, you can do it. So whatever has come for you, whatever has knocked you down, bonk, 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 keep bonking. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope these weren't too offensive and they helped you move forward and live your best life. Don't forget, we have a free PDF for you linked right next to me. Have an absolutely amazing day and know that you are amazing.